This woman was abducted by aliens in 2016, and apparently she's been abducted many times before that and probably many times since that, because this abduction, they told her they were doing a check-in. I hear about check-ins a lot from different stories that I read that people send to me and different videos that I'm tagged in, and apparently there's like certain people that are getting abducted, right? And a lot of those people, the aliens are coming back to check in on them multiple times over their lives. The videos that she made talking about her abduction story all stem from this video that she made. This was a short video where she was saying that aliens wear contacts when coming to visit us, and that's why all of their eyes look black, is because they're literally wearing contacts. And she says she knows this because she was abducted and she saw an alien remove its contacts and that the eyes looked completely different underneath. Someone obviously was like, I'm sorry, you were abducted. Can we hear the story? And then she posted 2 videos, part 1 and part 2, telling her story of her abduction. I'm going to put them both in the same video for you here, one after the other, and I'm also going to be tagging her in the description. Her story is so crazy and so interesting, and I want to say we believe you. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
When I was home in 2016 in Alexandria, Virginia, I was abducted by aliens from my bed. They came, they paralyzed me. I woke up around 4 o'clock in the morning. I was in bed by myself. I was laying back and I couldn't move anything. What I did notice is that my body started turning into particles. Like you know when you see a video and they have like the souls are lifting out of the body, but this time my soul and body, I don't know what it was, but it was turning into particles, and like you could see it turning into like see-through and getting out of my body. So I'm like, okay. I close my eyes, I open it up again, and I'm in a dark room and there's a light on top of me. I'm naked at this time. I'm looking around and I'm like, oh my God, and it's not like I'm looking around like I can move my head. No, I'm literally like this, like barely an inch moving around. And when I finally looked down at my feet like this, there was a white guy in a suit with sunglasses by my left foot. He saw that I woke up. He had sunglasses in the dark room. He saw that I woke up. And you know what he did? He took 2 steps back into the dark. So imagine being in a pitch black room and there's only one light right on top of you. I can't move, and I'm like, so I'm like, okay, I fall back to sleep. I don't remember what happened. I wake up. And this time when I wake up, there's an alien right there on my left side, right here. He was standing right here. Like if I'm laying down, he's standing right here. And I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? What's going on? And I'm like looking around and there's another alien on my right side. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. So then the alien looks at me and he leans in, and I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. He touches me here. As soon as he touched me, he talked to me telepathically. He was like, don't worry, you've been here many times. Stop freaking out. You know what's happening. And I'm like, and I'm still shaking, right? He was like, speak telepathically, speak with your minds. Speak with your mind, speak with your mind. And I'm like, I'm like, what is he talking about? My head, I don't know, my head was racing. Guys, it's creepy. Being abducted by aliens is creepy. And like me, I wasn't really into it. Like, you know, I heard stories and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm like freaking out. And he was like, speak telepathically. Relax. You've done this many times. So I'm like, okay. Finally, I took his advice, right? And mind you, this is all happening in a couple seconds. In my mind, it's feeling like a couple seconds, right? He's still working. He's standing here and he's working somewhere. I don't know what he's doing. I can't see. You know what I mean? Like, I can't move my head this time. I just move my eyes. And so I finally got it that I have to speak telepathically. Okay. I don't know. For some reason, I just knew what to do. And I looked at him in his eyes and he tells me again, relax. You've been here before. And I'm like, oh my goodness, and I'm still freaking out. And I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? Like, what am I doing here? It's like, what's going on? What's going on? And he goes, relax. You've been here before. You've been here before. Just relax. We're doing our little checkup on you. You know what's going on. Just relax. He touches me again. Guys, when he touches me again, I pass out. When I wake up again, just for a quick second, not a quick second, probably like 5 to 10 seconds, I see him taking off he had like a suit, but he also had something over his suit. He took it off, and right in front of me, he literally took off his coat and he cleaned his hands. I don't know if I think he had gloves out at the moment. He cleaned out his hands, and I saw him went like this. And this was looking at me. And I'm like, okay, like at the moment when I saw his eyes, I was shocked. But and immediately in the same second, I was like, I've been here before. I know exactly what's going on. Like, this is okay. Like, I'm just going to chillax. Like, I'm just going to chillax. Let them do what they have to do. I'm just going to relax and just, I'm going to wake up and this is going to be, all done and over with. Like, obviously I've done this before. Like, let me just relax. And I'm like, okay, like at the moment when I saw his eyes, I was shocked. But and immediately in the same second, I was like, I've been here before. I know exactly what's going on. Like, this is okay. Like, I'm just going to chillax. Like, I'm just going to chillax. Let them do what they have to do. I'm just going to relax and just, I'm going to wake up and this is going to be, all done and over with. Like, obviously I've done this before. Like, let me just relax. So then I look at the alien. I'm like, well, I look at him and I speak to him. I'm like, what am I doing here? I don't remember. What am I doing here? He was like, we're creating the perfect humans. The world, there's going to be a presidential election and with a female. It was not Hillary Clinton, and I visioned it. And I told all my family this, but he gave me visions, the world, and some little facts here and there about that I already have 3 hybrid children, and they know everything about me. They have pictures, they know my name, they know my kids, my real kids. But he looked at me, he was like, you would never meet them. They know you, but you would never meet them. He was like, we're using your DNA. So it's not only me, guys. There's several people throughout here. There are undercover, alien hybrid people. And not like they're real aliens. They're actually just using them as a machine. Because you're literally recording everything through your eyes. They could dictate your emotions. They know your emotions. They know what you're doing, what you're thinking. And when you get brought up to this spaceship, they download everything. They know how you react, your feelings. Why do you feel that way? How do you think? Why are you thinking that way? Why are you doing this? They know all of that. Literally, it's like our eyes, our souls, are their portals so they can see what's going on in the world, because they know in the future there's going to be a huge explosion. And they showed me where, and if you look through my old TikTok videos, I go to details where the aliens did tell me about the presidential election, and that there was going to be a leak close by the Tennessee area. A leak. That's all I know, a leak. And then the next picture with the leak was whoosh, and then he showed me the map of the United States afterwards. So I'm not sure if I'm safe in that area. I'm not sure if they're collecting data because of that. When that happens, like they said, they're going to reproduce humans. They're trying to make the perfect genetic DNA. Like, humans have a lot of emotions, and that's hard for humans to control their emotions. It's hard, and they're so advanced. They're so advanced from us that they don't think with emotion. They think logically. They don't think with emotions. So then the alien is still doing this thing. I fall back to sleep, right? And I'm like, okay, like, it's fine. I wake up again. The 2 aliens are still there, one by here and the other one over here, like coming back and forth from here. And I wake up again. I'm like, okay, like, what's going on? You already told me, like, what happened next? Like, I'm gonna go home. Like, what's gonna happen? I'm just thinking this in my head. And mind you, I'm not thinking this in like 2 minutes. I'm thinking this in like 2-3 seconds. You know what I mean? And then they did tell me that there are several things that I'm gonna wake up on, and I would just know what I have to do. And I'm like, not only me, but there's several people. It's like, ever since that abduction, guys, I could look at, like, I might sound crazy, but I could look at an image and I could read the whole details without even thinking about it. Like, it just pops in my brain ever since then. And I've been telling people this story. I've been telling my family, I've been telling my friends, but they've all been calling me crazy. But it's like, how do I know all of this? But anyways, that was my abduction. So then I fall back to sleep. I'm coming out of the spaceship. When I come out, I see a daughter, hybrid daughter, and I automatically knew that's my hybrid daughter. She was waving and she had a picture of me by the window. And when I came back down, my alarm system says alarm as soon as I woke up. And that is my 2016 abduction story.